You're on air with Jaimee, the show where female founders and industry leaders, innovators, and disruptors come to level the fuck up. Today's episode is brought to you by The Shift, my one-on-one intensive where we literally shift the trajectory of your business in just 7 days. In today's episode of What's Hot and What's Not in the Industry, I actually have two of basically the exact same thing. What is hot at the moment is the conversations that I am finally seeing where we are actually speaking about all sides to the conversation and not things that are not mutually exclusive. I don't even know if that makes sense, so let me give you an example. This one is inspired by one of my business besties who is currently speaking all about money mindset and money management. Yes, she's telling the whole story because we know that money mindset and money management are not mutually exclusive. What is not hot in the industry at the moment is people who are still not doing this. I am still seeing so many conversations where we're not telling the whole story and we're speaking about things out of context. Context is everything. Now, I literally had an idea of something really fun for this segment of the show. I want you to write into me as if we're like in, the old Dolly magazine. Do you remember that? Where you would like write into Dear Dolly. Anyway, off topic. I want you to message me over on Instagram when you see things that you think are hot or not in the industry that you want brought into this segment. Yes, Ebony, surprise. I literally just had a meeting this morning with my amazing podcast manager, Ebony, and we did not discuss this. But luckily she knows me well and she knows that when these things come, they come and I run with it. So this is what we're doing. I really want to involve you in this show so much more. And I feel like this will open up so many conversations to things that we are seeing that we can really help shape the industry by calling out, obviously in a loving and educating way. This is not about bitchiness. We left that in high school, but I just really want to involve you in my show. And I would love to see what you think is hot or not in the industry. So if you want to write anything into this segment, just DM me over on Instagram. I'm sure I'll come up with a much more formal way of doing this in the future. We're in a really interesting period of the business world at the moment where we're starting to see ultra successful women. I'm talking women who are earning multi-6 to 7 figures per year in their business, and they're literally burning their businesses down or, rebuilding them to do something completely different, going on sabbaticals to rediscover themselves because they've lost themselves in their process. They've lost themselves in the journey of entrepreneurship. They have lost themselves in building the business that they thought they desired and then worked out later that it is actually not what they desired. And obviously, I do not want this to happen to you. And from my unique perspective that we are all acknowledging now is my superpower, I actually think that this can be completely avoided. Now, I want to talk to you about the reasons why I believe this is happening at the moment. It is because in this online space, we have glorified the income goals, something fucking chronic. Now, don't get me wrong, we're in business. We're obviously all here to make money. That is not what I'm talking about. What I'm referring to, though, is the fact that we're putting these specific income goals up on pedestals. The minute that you put something on a pedestal, you literally create this narrative in your mind, in your subconscious, that the now is not good enough and that future is better. That income goal, that next level, whatever it is that you desire, that everything is going to be better when you reach 7 figures, then you can do this. You know that narrative? I'm sure that you've caught yourself in it. And you don't think that it's a big deal because, yeah, okay, maybe things will be different when you reach that income level. But the truth is that it is just different. It is not actually better or worse. You are no worse now than you will be in the future. The future is not better than where you are now. And when this can land for you, when you can really see this and accept this, I promise it will absolutely change the game for you. Because what happens is we put this income goal on a pedestal. We make the now not good enough, right? And then what happens is we either get so stuck in self-doubt and self-sabotage in all the ways the now is shit because that's where we're focused on trying to get away from the now and get to the future and get to that next income level. Or we get close to it and we sabotage, or we reach it and we realize it was not all it was cracked up to be. And I think the really important thing here to acknowledge is that at the end of the day, even though you think your end goal is to make 7 figures in your business, that's actually not your true end result. And I want you to really, really let that land. Reaching 7 figures in your business is not your true end result. You have tied meaning to that income goal. You have tied worthiness to that income goal. There are feelings and emotions associated with reaching that income goal. And that income goal in your mind is going to help you live a life in a different way to what you do now. The real end result, the real goal that we actually all have with our businesses, and yet not one person has ever been able to tell me this, the actual goal that you have with your business is to live a fucking amazing life. That's it. It's that simple. Your goal for being on this earth, for building this business, for making the impact, for making the money is to live a fucking amazing life. And if you focused on that instead of just the income goal, you would not get wrapped up in business. You would not attach your worth to your business. And you would not build a business that is out of alignment or out of integrity because you're always checking in with that end result. But here's the problem. We tie into things like SMART goals and, income goals and financial goals and all of those things that the personal development industry and coaches tell us we need to like play into, right? That we forget that our actual end goal is to live an amazing life. And so we get so caught up in all of these other goals, we lose sight of the vision that we have for our life. And then before we know it, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, right? I fucking hate that saying. It is so weird, but let's roll with it. There are 1,000 ways to skin a cat, right? Just as there are thousands of ways that you can create those income goals in your business, create those impact goals in your business, create those community goals in your business, right? And there are that many ways that you can create the life that you desire, but they all need to be in alignment. You need to be making sure that you're actually focused on what you want your life to look like, and everything else is secondary. That is the thing that you check into when you're making decisions in your business. That is the thing that you check into when you're creating content plans and strategies and creating new offers and taking on new clients. That is the pivotal thing that you need to check into. It's the anchor of everything that you do. And I can guarantee you the women that are now at the point of burnout in their business and feeling unaligned and feeling like they have no way out now, that they basically just have to shut everything down and start again or go in a completely different direction. They forgot along the journey that the end goal was to live a fucking amazing life. This is my invitation to you to review your goals, review your vision board, review everything that you have already set up for this year and make sure that it is all in alignment with the life that you desire to live. And that like what an epic life is going to be different from me to you to the next amazing woman sitting next to you. We all have a different vision to our life, which means we all get to create business differently. We all get to do things differently. But the key is to come back to that as the anchor, to come back to that, to reflect on that in every moment, in every decision, to make sure that we are building our business in alignment with that vision of our life. I think so far along the journey, we forget how far we've already come. We forget to celebrate our success, again, because we've put that next level up on a pedestal. We've put that elusive 7 figures up on a pedestal, and we've forgotten how far we've come. We've forgotten the impact that we've made. We have forgotten everything that we've achieved, all the different versions of us up until this point. And we can't see any of that because all we can see is the elusive 7 figures up on a pedestal blaring in front of us, the thing that's going to change everything for us. But it doesn't have to be that way. I want you to really start celebrating every little inch of your success, everything that you've already created and everything that you know you are yet to create. You know, that life that you desire to live, you think that you need to reach 7 figures in order to live it. And while there may be some element of truth to that, because obviously, you know, that's a certain amount of money, and money is a vehicle to living a certain way for many of us. There are feelings and emotions that are attached to that money that you actually desire. So I want you to think, you know, what feelings have I attached to 7 figures? How am I going to feel when I look at my income revenue for my business and I see that I have reached 7 figures in a year? How is that going to make me feel? How am I going to feel? How am I going to celebrate that? What emotions is that going to evoke for me? All of that is available to you right now in this very moment. You don't need to wait until you reach 7 figures to feel those feelings. You can feel them now, every single day. This is my invitation to you to start romanticizing the fuck out of your life. You don't have to be, you know, living on $1 million budget in order to do this. It is the little things. It is the little moments in every day that make you feel like a fucking millionaire, that are going to help propel you forward to that next income level, to that 7 figures. When you can really step into this energy and to embody this energy, you will become magnetic and things will start to come to you in such an easier way. This is not woo-woo, right? The way that we think and feel literally affects the way that we take action in our business. If you are someone who knows that 7 figures is inevitable and you fucking love your life now and you're so grateful for where you're at and you're just buzzing and, you know, you put so much intention into everything that you do. You know, you've got the fresh flowers on your desk, you light the candle every day before you start your work. You know, you're really putting in the, I don't want to say work because it's not fucking work, but you're like putting the vibes in that you want to see in your life. Everything will start to shift. You will show up in a different way. You will literally look different. You will speak different. Your energy will be different. You will take different action. That is the key. This is the key to a quantum leap. This is the key to collapsing time. It's to recognize that everything that you desire is already available to you in this moment, and it is choosing to live in this moment to its absolute fullest, knowing that this is the moment before the moment that you achieve your 7-figure business dreams.